the interaction of the amphipathic helix to the membrane. So this is the polar side of the amphipathic helix, and the gray one is the nonpolar phase of the amphipathic helix. So you see the nonpolar side chains, they are interacting with the lipids of the membrane, okay? While the other part, which is the charged face of the helix, that is pointing somewhat towards the outside, okay? Now, to further support our, line of thought, we did FESEM to look at the membrane, to look at the membranolysis of the Salmonella typhi cells. So these are control cells, and this is what happens to the cells upon incubating it with the peptide VV14. Okay, so we see that there is complete rupture of the cells, and it loses its morphology completely. And similarly with FETEM, we see similar. Okay? So coming to the end of my talk, this is what is the take-home message I would go away with. That is, for small cationic AMPs is the major factor that generates antimicrobial activity of these peptides, increases the length of these peptides. Among the peptides, okay, cationic peptides, hydrophobic interact with the lipids. So that is the determining factor for the cytotoxicity. It's not vital for activity, so they are not. However, as we increase the length of there is a propensity of attaining helix upon binding with the membrane. That is what in our studies so far we have understood. And all of these peptides that we have studied essentially had membrane deforming or mode of action. Now this is the most, this is my student Gopal, these studies. He was my first student, and these are my collaborators. I'm greatly collaboration, Dr. Anil Bandhunia from Department of Biophysics, Bose Institute, Kolkata, who helped us with biophysical studies, stuff like that. And this is Dr. Priyadar, Sciences and Bioengineering, Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati, and husband also, so nation. And I would also like to thank DBT, CSIR, the different funding agencies lab, and this experimentalists, and the Central Instrument Facility at IITG, who helped us with different kinds in performing all these experiments. And this is the last slide, and thank you all for your kind attention with me during my talk. So now, I'd be happy to address any. Hello?
So, thank you, chemistry and person in your home and academic life. And
Yes, there is a query from Uttam Das, I think. What is the criteria of antimicrobial activity? from the participants. So we think we will not extend this session. So with this question and answer session, I, on behalf of Department of Chemistry, Saldia College, must thank Dr. Chatterjee for her nice presentation with an important area. Thank you, Dr. Chatterjee. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to you. Thank you. Okay. Good. Okay. Our next speaker is waiting in the screen, I think, to share important thoughts regarding the impact of iron overload and its treatment. He is my friend, Dr. Diwakar Goswami from Bhabha Atomic Research Center, joined here in 2003 after completing MSc from University of Bardhaman. He obtained PhD degree from Homi Bhabha National Institute, Mumbai, and did postdoctoral research in Department of Chemistry, University of Sao Paulo. Presently, he is working in the field of organic synthesis, though he was in physical chemist, and is leading the nuclear materials research group in bioorganic division. He is an honorary assistant professor and a recognized PhD guide of the Homi Bhabha National Institute. He has published more than 50 papers in peer-reviewed journals and conferences. With this brief introduction, I must request Dr. Goswami to take the control of the stage. Please, Dr. Goswami, please is yours now. So I think he is presenting now. So we go ahead. Yes. Yes, yes. This is okay. Yes, yes. এটা হচ্ছে অটোমেটিক কাজ সিস্টেমটা দিবার পর আগে একটু দিয়েছে তো অসুবিধা হবে না সত্যি। এখন সুতেশগঞ্জ সাহা কি করে দিবে নাকি স্পিকার অন করে বাড়ির সাথে কথা বলছে তাহলে স্টুডেন্ট তো করতেই পারে।
non-veggies regularly are not so much amenable to anemia. Of course, every rule has exceptions. At the same time, antioxidants like vitamin C can increase the absorption of non-heme iron. That is why when we have anemia, we go to doctors and they tell us to take iron supplements. They always recommend take a citrus fruit before taking iron supplements, so that this vitamin C. But how much iron is essential in our body? That is also important. The amount actually differs age-wise, but an adult human being needs